Okay, Lori's in the house. Let me look at this. Okay, how to text a man during the early stages before any sex. Okay. Well, I would say text from your heart. That's what I'd first say. But when you say how to text a man in the early stages, I think you have to determine first off, well, let's kind of look at where did you meet this person? Did you meet them through an online dating site? Okay. If two people meet through an online dating site, the idea is to meet from a romantic setting. So I would simply start with, tell me a little bit about yourself and what are you looking for in a romantic relationship? What are you looking for in a romantic relationship? Now, you better be prepared to answer the question yourself. What are you looking for in a romantic relationship? And you could follow up with a little bit of how long have you been single? When was your last significant relationship? I know that sounds like interview questions, but guess what? In today's dating environment, these are just the basics, okay? Because you can't do the whole, how's your day going? Did you have a good day? I hope you had a good day. Tell me about your day. I hope you had a really, it's funny. I can't tell you how many times I've gotten emails from women on a dating site and they literally, their first comment, hi, I hope you had a nice day. And I'm like, why do you hope I had a nice day? I'm a stranger to you. Now, I know that's a considerate way and it's kind of an icebreaker. I get a little annoyed. First off, why do you hope I have a nice day? Now, if you asked, are you having a nice day? That's a little bit better than starting off with what you hope for me because you don't know me yet. But in the early stages, I'd ask questions. Hey, what brought you to you can ask this question. What brought you to the dating site? Now you said how to text a man during the early stages before sex. So I'm assuming now you've been dating a little while, but you haven't had sex. I think you have to recognize what's most important to you. Start writing a list of what's most important to you that you want to find out about someone. Do you share the same hobbies? Are you on the same wavelength as far as lifestyle? Do you share the same values? These are just some of the things you're going to want to determine to see if you're compatible with one another, but also to see if you vibe with one another. Those are just a couple things I would work out on in the very beginning. Okay. Let's keep going here. Cheryl is in the house. I'm dating someone who has almost no ability to verbalize appreciation. He's great at the love language, like time and touch. How do I decide if this will be a deal breaker? You know what? I mean, I know what I'm about to say. I believe verbally expressing appreciation is a must-have in every dynamic or romantic dynamic. I believe it should be a must-have. I know if someone is good at the other love languages, they show love in other ways, but appreciation is a multivitamin that we need to start I believe to verbalize appreciation is so radically important. So I would have a sit down with them and say, hey, look, this is really important to me that we express what we appreciate about each other on a regular basis. By the way, we get fueled through appreciation. It creates fuel, it creates love. And when people don't express their appreciation, that's like going to a restaurant and telling, not saying thank you, even saying thank you to a waiter or waitress. If we have the capacity to do that, we should do that for the capacity of the people we love. I'm spitting here, excuse me. We should do that for the people we love. It should be in abundance. It shouldn't be something that's so scarce. So as far as a deal breaker, you have to decide that for yourself. I believe we should be doing all the 5 love languages. Quite frankly, if you haven't read the book, The 5 Love Languages by Gary Chapman, I think we should read this and agree in every relationship to embody every one of these love languages. I believe we should embody it and say, we're going to make a conscious effort to meet each other's needs. What's the point of being in romantic relationship if you can't get your needs met through another person? Now, that's the difference between being needy, but I think verbally expressing appreciation should be like a given in geometry. It should be the first equation. I'm sorry, I'm yelling right now. It's just because I'm passionate about this, Cheryl. But you have to decide for yourself. I would simply start making requests. And if this is something difficult for them, then let them know that you don't feel appreciated by them. And let me just say something about the men who are watching this. Men's biggest complaint after divorce is they didn't feel appreciated by their spouse. Well, it's time we start fucking appreciating people. I mean, on a regular basis. That's my 2 cents on that. Is that sinking in? Is that resonating with you? Please let me know. I'd like to hear your thoughts on what I just shared. Post a comment below. Thanks, everyone.